We were 10,000 Roman soldiers, captured not by a foreign enemy, but by our own, in the heart of a civil war that pitted brother against brother. We had made a choice, a gamble on loyalty that had led to our defeat. We weren't treated as prisoners of war, for a Roman cannot be a spoil of war to another Roman. We were something else, something worse, a disgrace. They marched us into a field, our own standards planted in the dirt, mocking our failure. A general, a man we once called leader, stood before us, his voice, cold and sharp as a gladius, cut through the silence. "You have failed Rome," he said, "and Rome does not tolerate failure. You will be decimated." A murmur rippled through our ranks. Decimation, a punishment of legend, a horror whispered by old soldiers, 1 in every 10 of us. Chosen below to be beaten to death by the other 9. It was a discipline from a crueler time, a time we thought long past. The lots were brought out, small stones, 9 white, 1 black, for each group of 10. I watched as men I had fought beside, men who had saved my life, reached into the leather pouch. I saw the color of the stone in their hands, the flicker of relief or the stark, soul-shattering terror. Then it was my turn. My hand trembled as I reached in. The stone was smooth, cold. I pulled it out, my heart pounding in my chest. White I was to be a killer, not a victim. The man next to me, a young boy from the countryside, wasn't so lucky. He held a black stone. His eyes met mine, wide with a plea that I could not answer. What followed was not a battle. It was a slaughter. The sounds of clubs meeting flesh, the grunts of effort, the screams of the dying. We, the 9, were the executors. We were the instruments of Rome's brutal, unforgiving justice. When it was over, 1,000 of our brothers lay dead in the mud, their bodies broken by our hands. We, the survivors, were left with the silence, the blood on our hands, and the ghost of a question in our minds. Was this justice, or was this the deepest circle of hell? We were Romans, and we had done what Rome demanded. But in that field, under the cold gaze of our standards, a part of us died with our brothers. We were no longer just soldiers. We were monsters, created by the very Rome we had sworn to serve.